And we've focused so far on French, German, Italian, Spanish, the usual European languages that used to be the focus of language training to the degree there's language training in this country. But there's a lot of interest now, Russian, Japanese, Chinese, those languages. You've been dealing with that part of it, haven't you?
Yeah, we do. We have Russian, Chinese, Japanese, in addition to the European languages.
Yeah, what are you going to show us here, Martin?
Well, I'll show you something called Kanji Master, which was an Encryptal award-winning program last year that is supposed to teach the kanji, which are really difficult to learn. Right? This presupposes that you might not know any kanji whatsoever. And the problem with kanji is that when you have one, you have no way of knowing how it's pronounced to begin with.
Just to explain, kanji are the Japanese characters. So
right, kanji is one of the Japanese writing systems, right? And you can't tell how it's pronounced by looking at it. So you can listen to it. Right? You can also see it in kana up here, which is the other writing system, and English. Some of them, of course, are more complex. And another problem is that when you make a kanji character, you have to draw it in the right order. And so this also will help you get used to the stroke order. And you can click here, and you see the little numbers, what order they have to go in. And then you can practice yourself by tracing it and clicking it, and you see it fills in if you go in the right order. If you go in the wrong order, it won't fill in. Right, so you can learn the stroke orders as well.
Why is that so important in Japanese, to do the strokes in the right order?
Well, my understanding, and Japanese is not my field, is that a lot of it has to do with aesthetics. The characters just don't look right if they're not in the right order. But this has a lot of other modules too. After you learn the kanji, then you can practice the pronunciation. You can do vocabulary tests, for example, and try to recognize the kanji, see if you know it. You can test yourself. Like, we'll give ourselves 3 seconds here, and we'll hear it, for example. And what happens now is you see the character. We have 3 seconds to click on it. I clicked too late. I was wrong, right? If you're right, it'll tell you, and like that. So there are, in addition to that, you can do a lot of other things with it. For example, you can do the same thing in Japanese. By the way, this shows me all the ones I missed, and I can print them out, and I can create a subset of these and practice on just what I missed. So.
What else does Hyperglot have besides the Kanji Master?
Well, we have, for example, here we have a Chinese writing tutor. This is a different approach. We have a lot of the same problems with Chinese, of course, too. This takes approach by looking at radicals. These are various radicals, and they are the bases, for example, for a lot of other characters. So if you were to take, let's say, the radical for head, here it is, and it gives you both the traditional and the simplified forms. You can hear her say it. And now here are a series of characters that all use that radical head in their construction. You have the character. Here, too, you don't know what it sounds like, so we have this transcription here that shows you the tones, right? That's the pinyin, and then what part of speech it is, and then the meaning, and you can hear them all like that and see which ones were made up. Also, a lot of notes talking about this particular radical and its place in forming words.
How do you see these products being used? Is this in the classroom instruction situation, an individual one-on-one with the computer trying to learn these things?
It's both. A lot of individuals who are studying the language or have studied it and want to brush up or know a little bit of kanji, let's say, and want to learn more, will buy it and use it at home. But a lot of universities and high schools use it too, and they put it in their labs, in their computer labs. And then the teacher will either integrate it into the curriculum or use it as a supplementary, materials.
And quickly, your Spanish program, what level would that be aimed at?
The goal here, and by the way, this is done in true basic as opposed to HyperCard, this particular product. College freshman level courses. Spanish is finished and French will be out soon, but that really is the goal, to work with in a classroom environment.
Gentlemen, fascinating. Thank you very much. That is our look at foreign language software. Stay tuned now for this week's computer news on Random Access.